It was the last day of my Schengen visa. For a Yugoslav artist living in Slovenia and working all over Europe, Schengen visa means freedom of movement. As I was in the middle of preparations for my project EMIGRAPHIA, that deals with issues of dislocation and its dynamics, I decided to mark this day with an action on the Slovenian-Austrian border. I was accompanied by my friends and collaborators from Ljubljana, but also those from Austria, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Yugoslavia and Germany. We were a mixed flock of nationalities, locations and identities. Border Moment was conceived as an action of placing small black and white flags on Austrian territory with repeated border crossings. The white flags bore the initials of my friends who remained in Belgrade. The black ones were dedicated to those who left and were now spread all over the world. This is Dušan, this is Dejan Kovačević, this is Marija Marić, this is Dragan Klajić, this is Julia Bala, this is Mira Joković, this is Malena Wilson-Max, this is Jelena Ostojić, this is, who is this, Davorka Nedeljković, yes. I chose for the site of the action the border crossing Šentilj-Spielfeld. Its huge proportions, the concrete greyness and coldness, and the large number of uniformed people are a clear reminder of the existence of restrictions and limitations. The whole action had to be announced to both sides, and its filming was only then to be negotiated. The Slovenian border police made no particular requests, but also didn't show any special interest for what was to happen. But the Austrian officials wanted a personal meeting along with detailed explanation on how the action would look like. My friend Reni set up the appointment with the head of the border police, who was waiting for us in his office just next to the crossing itself. We left our cars on no man's land, and the action began from there. And I suggest you all go there if you want on foot and cross the border, because immediately we're going
We
to...
wait for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Just cross the border and be there.
Okay.
I have to come back for Reni to show the flags. How do you look?
Okay.
Because they want to see it. How do you look?
Okay,
And
let's
so
go.
you wait on the other side. Oh, wait a minute, I have to...
Hoćeš tukaj noter?
Ne bojo. Ne. Ne skrbi. Drugo stran. Adio.
Adio.
Zdaj. Pa se vidimo, enega dneva. The gigantic installation over the Spielfeld crossing gives an air of bizarreness to the whole site. As if instead of entering a Schengen state, one is passing the gates of Disneyland. Perhaps this was the idea, after all. Okay.
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Okay. Yeah. I would like to cross the border. Yes, cross the border on foot. Place the flag on one side, place the flag on the other side. I'll probably do now 2 by 2 because we're
otherwise
losing the
it's
light.
too long. Yeah.
It's also too long. And then cross back. Just make a small circle and come cross again.
Ja. Also sie geht im Prinzip wirklich einfach drüber über die Grenze und dass man das stempeln kann und sie wird dann dort eine Fahndung irgendwie positionieren und dann gleich wieder zurück reingehen und dort fahren, also jeweils 2 oder 3.
I would just ask the colleagues, to put me the stamp each time. So because I already have, yes. After a few displays of authority and a thorough examination of my visa, I was given permission to perform the action as well to film it, but on 2 conditions. No filming of the inside of police booths and no filming of other people during the police or customs checkup. Okay. The policewoman seemed very sympathetic to my explanation and request to cross the border. She confirmed this sympathy with numerous yeahs. Although the day was beautiful, it was -10. Not an ideal temperature for waiting of any kind.
They control somebody. You're not allowed to film.
Yes.
Okay.
The policewoman's sympathy somehow didn't match the time she took for finally awarding me with a stamp in my passport.
Sorry.
What do you mean? I had 14 white and 14 black flags with the initials. Originally my plan was to plant them on each side of the road, but it turned out that there was a much better place for them. The only question was if there were enough containers for 28 flags. I counted, and the number was 28. The positioning of the flags was supposed to mark the dynamics of east-west travel in both directions. Thus the white flags, with the initials of those who were in the east, pointed westbound, and the black ones pointed eastbound. No, not here, please. That's my last paper. This was the first of several attempts of salvation of the last empty page in my passport. Thank you.
Marking it with a stamp meant losing the possibility for a new visa.
Ah, Marino. On the other hand, I insisted getting a stamp at every crossing, not just for the record, but also for maintaining the formality of the procedure, which is always respected in ordinary situations. It's here.
Und jetzt wollen Sie noch einen Stempel?
Yes, please.
Wieder auf diese
I
Seite.
would like to, yeah. My friends were patient and persistent in their support all through border moment. They observed, cheered, commented and reflected, sometimes even accompanying me in my walk.
The same?
Yes.
Yeah, moment, just a moment. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, goodbye.
Oh, we'll see each other again. But I'm crossing the border. Why couldn't I? Just on this page. Thank you. Yes, that's my last time in Austria, yes. I crossed the Austrian border 14 times, each time placing 2 flags. The whole action took over 3 hours. How did you do
You
that?
came here yesterday.
I came here yesterday and I placed all of them.
Practice.
Border wall.
Border wall.
Ah, die kleine Ballerina.
Wat is er een voetbal?
Vidimo na katerem trendu se boš spotaknila.
Once completed, the installation seemed as if designed for that place. My wish was to leave it there. But this was not the wish of the police. I was ordered to promptly remove the flags. Predicting this possibility beforehand, I have already decided that the flags should continue their travel in determined directions. So I gave them away to the passengers that were queuing on the border. I told them that this was the end of an artistic action and asked them to take one flag. Sending the black flags eastbound was easy, since it was the end of the shopping day and there were lots of cars waiting to enter Slovenia. White ones to travel to the west. The problem appeared on the westbound side. No cars in sight. What am I going to do? Of all possible resolutions, I was saved by a Bulgarian bus on its way to Amsterdam. Due to their nationality, all passengers, including the bus itself, were searched from top to bottom. The atmosphere was tense and my presence just increased it. As the guide spoke no English, Valentina translated the request to her.
Grenzen überschreiten und hat eine symbolische Bedeutung. Und es wäre super, wenn Sie die Fahnen mitnehmen könnten nach Amsterdam. Dort verteilen könnten.
Ja, das machen wir.
Ja?
Can you
Super.
take them? Great. Thank you very much.
Bitte, bitte.
Same to you.
Great. With border moment concluded, we parted and scattered, like the flags, to different sides of the world.